Hey Drew, you killed this shit.
Welcome, everybody, to In the Four Corners of Wrestling, where we get busy talking about wrestling or wrestling. Not Ted Turner say wrestling. Giving you our reviews for entertaining y'all. We thank you for joining us wherever you may be listening to us, whether it be on the YouTube channel, on the 613 Faye Production Network. You know what I'm saying? Apple Podcast, Spotify, or Google Podcast. We thank you. And go ahead, hit that like, hit that share, turn on those notifications, and check those notifications so you know when them Four Corner Boys podcast is dropping. All right. Also, hit us up in our comment section. Join us in our Facebook group in the Four Corners of Wrestling. We got about 200 members there. We're trying to get 2 million. We're trying to get them plaques, y'all. Jay Will trying to get them plaques. Quavo trying to get them plaques. Soul Man trying to get them plaques. Hollywood trying to get them plaques. Shit, fuck, we're going to get caught in the plaque. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets a plaque. And we trying to get the subscribers, baby. Thank you for joining us. We love y'all. 4 boys up, 4 quads down, baby. We in here. 4 Corner Boys. What's happening? What it do?
What's good, Marsh?
What up, Jay Will?
What's good, my brother?
How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good, bro. It's a 4-corner day. You know what I'm saying?
4 corners
Yes,
up,
sir.
4 quads down, man. You got to throw the foes down, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
10 toes down, baby. Quabo, what's up, man?
Hey, it's the 4th of the month. Wake up, get up, wake up, wake up.
It's the 30. It's the 31st.
The 4th of the month. Not when this airs, Jay. Well, gosh, damn, bro. It's the 4th of the month. Wake up, get up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Jay.
Any reason to throw them foes up, man. 4
Right.
Corner Boys.
Wow.
Hey, we here. Hey, we want to get them well wish to Hollywood. He couldn't be with us today, y'all. But hey, we send them love, send them a couple of elbow drops. You know how we do here in the 4 corners. All right. So now we got that out the way. Let's talk about some wrestling. All right. Now, as we remember last week, you know how we do this, a continuous show, man. We're trying to get in syndication. You know what I'm saying? So in last week's episode, you know what I'm saying, Quavo was disrespectful. He came at me saying he wasn't paying attention. But you know what, y'all? You know what? I went and I watched AEW on YouTube and I saw what Quavo was. Hollywood mouth was on the floor. Everybody was in freeze frame motion because CM Punk got squashed in 3 minutes by John Moxley to become the unified AEW champion. Like, Quavo, I see why y'all jaw was on the floor, man. That joint was like, what the hell is going on here, man? Like, what the hell happened? What's going on?
He's not interim no more. He's not interim no more, bro. He's unified. He's Moxley.
My man is a full-fledged champion.
His full power is activated, and he went into the stage. He jumped in the barrier, and then he went over there with the crowd and hooping and hollering and blowing. And hey, get it?
That's how it's done.
You saw him doing this? That's because he's a champion now.
He been hanging around D'Lo Brown too much. Oh man, yeah, that was crazy, man. I mean, it's good for AEW, bad for AEW the way that went down, man.
Not the way it went down. I think they backed themselves into a tight corner. I don't even know how they're gonna get out of this one. I don't. That's a huge misstep. And if they already knew, I mean, they didn't know. I guess maybe. I mean, I feel like him coming back this early and now he's got to face him in 11 days. It's gonna be a tough sell, tough
Mhm.
sell.
Mhm.
But we gonna have to watch it anyways.
Yeah, 11 days, man. Not even 2 weeks. He must be Wolverine if that foot gonna do some super healing, man.
Or Deadpool. Or Deadpool.
one of them damn mutants,
What
right?
is- right. Healing regeneration out of nowhere.
Straight out the Marvel universe, because they'll do that shit over in DC. Shit, Jay Will, what's your thoughts on this, man? CM Punk getting squashed in 3 minutes, bro.
I'm glad you brought up. I'm glad you brought up Marvel because they need better people to write this shit that's happening here, dog. Because let me tell you, it is weird. It is just weird. It looks. Oh, I've I've said it for the past few weeks. AEW can't make any missteps. Not right now.
Mhm.
Not the way their competition is going. AEW got to get it right. The problem that we have here is you had CM Punk get squashed. First scenario, you look at it, CM Moxley only won because CM Punk was injured. What good does that sell? He didn't rightfully win. And the way he won was because it happened so quick. It happened so fast. Y'all can watch back to last week's episode. Go ahead and watch that again. You know you want to. You can see at one point Mike's face got stuck. Mike was like, and we it all ended up going back and watching it, and we're just like, yo, this really happened. This really happened. So now we got a rematch happening. What do they call it? Redemption match. And so now what we about to have is a match for the title in Chicago.
Mhm.
Do you really think the Chicago made Punk is going to lose in Chicago? What?
It ain't gonna be no split crowd this time. I tell you that.
What you had to have been born yesterday to think that that is going to fly. So now he's going to lose. Like Moxley's going to lose. You go into him losing. Now we sold the match. We saw how the match happened. We saw that he lost because he re-injured himself. Clearly, he came back too soon. Do you really think that a foot injury where he need to have major surgery, he need to be out for some time, he's going to come back, injure himself again, and then go back into a match in 11 days and win easily? Like, no, because now it's unbelievable that he's still possibly injured, and now he's about to beat Mox, and now it buries Mox and makes Mox look bad that he lost to a dude that's still injured. What good does it do? It doesn't sell. We need the stuff to be believable. We need it to make sense. I'm not seeing it. I'm no expert. I'm no walking almanac of wrestling. But that's clear as day. Like, bruh, this who we selling? Who we making this believe that you can't have any missteps while your competition is steadily rising in the ratings. You can't have. Let me stop using that phrase, competition. It to
Not a
me
competition.
it's not really the same right now.
Nah,
It is
nah.
not.
They in the same business. Like I said last week, they in the same business, yes.
Yeah,
But it's not a competition, man.
yeah. I mean, we can be honest with you. It's. I mean, I'm not. I don't see it like there. Yeah, you got some really big names in the company, but then like, do you have major stars? Do you have are you pulling the numbers? Are you selling the tickets? Are you selling the merch the right way? Are you like it's in direct comparisons, it's not fair. We don't want to, it shouldn't be happening, but I mean, it happens. That's that tribalism in wrestling. But I'm getting off track. Man, TK at all out, it better make sense, but right now it's not looking like it's going to make sense.
Mhm.
My hopes are low.
We gonna see. We gonna
Yeah.
see. Look, tune in next week, y'all, because y'all know it's on right now. So we're gonna probably have another update. I ain't gonna say probably. We're gonna have another update, you know what I'm saying, on this next week. You know what I mean? To be continued. All right. So moving on. Y'all like controversy, right? We all like controversy. This is wrestling we talking about. It ain't wrestling unless controversy is going on. Something is going on, right? So we
Yep.
got Eddie Kingston. Good old Eddie Kingston. As CM Punk said, the second best Kingston out there. So yeah, taking the Twitter after his suspension with his altercation with Sammy Guevara.
Rivera.
Guevara, Guevara,
Garbara. Look at
Go,
that, Jose.
Guevara.
Look at that.
Come
Look at
on,
that.
bro.
Thank you, Jose. I'm not gonna say, you know what. Anyway, so boom, on August 26th, Kingston made the tweet trying to be a bigger person, as they say. But come on, man. There's only so much whole shit coming out of people's mouth. Last thing I want to say about my suspension, I was wrong. In the wrong for touching another man's face. Let it go. Then sent the tweet saying, AEW did a mill in ratings, right? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about how Mox ripped the head off a snake on live TV. Let's talk about how great my best friend Penta match was. Jay Will, your thoughts on the altercation between Eddie Kingston and how you say it, Jose Quabo, how you say his name, Sammy who?
Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara getting into altercation backstage. Supposedly Guevara made a promo going at Kingston's weight and all that good stuff, and Kingston didn't take too kindly to it and stepped to him backstage. And yeah, I wonder if Tay Conti was around. No, I don't. What's your thoughts on the situation, man? It's wrestling news, man. What you think?
So we know that AEW is a fan of letting people go off the cuff. It it brings realness. It brings back the glow of the Attitude Era and the Monday Night Wars where they could go off the cuff. Typically speaking, you hear that they talk to one another and say what they're going to say. But I mean, if y'all don't have that communication, y'all don't got that relationship. All right, cool. Now, we live in America where you are entitled to say what you want. You have freedom of speech. That don't mean you're not free of retaliation. In the words of my dear good man, Rick James, what the five fingers say to the face? You can't. There is. Yes, we understand that we are in a business and it can be some things that can be said, but like, I like the controversy. You ask me, I love to see it. We know tensions are high in that company right now, so we know anything that's coming out of there is going to be entertaining at the very least to read. So,
they're probably more entertaining us on TV.
Oh, dog! If it spills onto TV,
even better.
It is absolutely money. It is money to be made off of these moments. Them sound bites, them little video clips that you can find on YouTube of them moments when they happen. Oh, dog, come on now. How many times did you watch the shoot fight between Charlotte and Nia? Oh, come on now.
Oh, a few times. A few times.
I watched it. I know for sure the week it happened, I watched it at least 7 times. At least 7 times. WWE, you're welcome. You're welcome for that revenue. First, the number of views and then the ad revenue, because I definitely got at least like 5 different commercials every time I watched them. You're welcome.
You probably shared it a couple of times.
Oh, I absolutely shared it. I'm like, yo, I made every caption I could. 2 piece and a biscuit.
That one I saw.
No, it's perfect opportunity. It shows itself.
Yeah, facts. Oh man, Quavo, what's your thoughts on the Eddie Kingston Sammy situation?
What did Dave Chappelle say? He had when real goes wrong or something. When keeping
Oh,
it
when
real
keeping it
goes
real
goes
wrong.
goes
wrong.
wrong.
That's yeah. Telling you, woo,
Oh
man.
man.
But I'm for it, bro. I mean, hey, look, hey, sometimes they gotta let the aggression out. We don't know how it's gonna come out,
It's gonna come
but
out.
it's gonna come out. And like you said, if it spills out to the TV, even better,
Yeah.
even better.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, it's entertainment,
Yeah. Right.
for us. For them, it's real life. They're dealing with that shit.
Right.
And look, hopefully they can squash it, maybe, but
He said maybe.
maybe not.
Hey.
Maybe not. Maybe that fuels a good feud that we get to see on air.
Hey. Another Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels feud for decades.
Right?
Yeah.
Could be.
Oh
Could be.
man. Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Right.
All right. So next. We talked about it last week in our comeback news. Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling is back in the WWE. And there have been some wrestlers that came forward and said they want to work with Johnny Wrestling. Some of those names are Kofi Kingston, Edge, Seth freaking Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Drew McIntyre. So, Quavo, we'll start with you. What are your thoughts on the guys saying they want to work with Johnny Gargano? And who would you want to see work with Johnny Wrestling?
I mean, the guy's hot. The guy's hot. He hasn't even had a match yet, and he's hot. You get what I'm saying? It's a tough call because I don't. I would like to see him work with Edge. I feel like that would be an interesting combination. Uh, Personally, I would like to see him with the younger guys. Maybe start a feud with Ciampa or something. Um, because I don't think I want to see him go against Drew. Uh, yeah, nah, not a fan of that. Not a fan of that. But yeah, I mean the guy's hot. The guy's hot. I mean whoever they put with him, it's gonna be interesting to watch. They got to be careful about who they pick though, because if not, if the combination, if the matchup isn't right, it's gonna look bad, and then you're gonna lose the momentum that he's already built it up without having somebody matched up against him. But I mean, shoot, you could have him go against the Miz. I think that would be good.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. What about you, Jay? Look like they trying to send him up with Theory, his old guy. He was cool with NXT Theory first, but after that, one of the guys that stepped up and said they want to work with him, or you want to see him work with somebody different. And what are your thoughts on the guys saying that they want to work with Mr. Johnny Wrestling?
I don't think I want to see. I mean,
No
KO
Kofi?
is all KO is always a good person to
Yeah,
work
KO.
with.
Okay.
Um, to Jose's point, I would like to see Miz with him. I wouldn't. It wouldn't be bad. Miz does great work. We can't take that away from him. Theory will also be a person if we want to really give him some real good shine. I don't think. I don't. What about Bobby? It's really early to put him in title contention, but we can. I mean, we're making people look good right now. We running hot. They running hot right now. So
I don't
I
think you
do
could put
think
him up against Bobby. As
no,
when you're
it
building
wouldn't be
Bobby's.
Bobby, but
Yeah.
if we did KO, 100% would be good.
Okay.
I would be matter of fact, I would pay for that. I would pay to see KO and Johnny go. I would love to see
Okay.
that.
Okay. So him and Seth
How
Rollins,
about
that would
Seth?
be
Yeah, I was about
good.
to say.
Seth freaking Rollins,
But
that would be a good.
but see, Seth right now with Riddle is
We're gonna touch
way
on
too
that later.
entertaining. Come on
We're
now.
gonna touch on that later, Quavo. We are gonna touch on that later. All right. So I like all the guys that stepped up, you know what I'm saying? Just showing that initiative. You know what I mean? Welcome into the main roster. I mean, I like that Kofi stepped up and said Kofi is willing to work with anybody. Kofi's been there for how long? I think Kofi's worked for like everybody. So, I mean, give him a chance to, if they really release the reins, give Kofi free reins to do all that crazy acrobatic shit that he does. You know what I mean? Like I said, Seth Rollins KO to you guys' point will be good. Uh McIntyre, I don't know. Edge, Edge a vet. I think Edge will take care of him and could probably bring out a really good program with him. You know what I mean? So yeah, some good names, and hey, the door's wide open. You know what I mean? So we'll definitely see in the coming weeks. Right now, he got his first name back too, y'all. So Austin Theory, you know what I mean? No longer Theory. You know what I mean? He's getting his first name back. You know what I mean? Austin Theory is currently, I think, going to be going with Johnny Wrestling. So it's going to be interesting to see how that turns out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So moving on. Oh man, this next topic right here, man, this took me back in the day, and I talked about the AEW documentary, and I did watch DX, and I did watch Edge, and I did watch Rey Mysterio. But this next topic takes me back to when DX got the letter from the network. Goodness gracious, because AEW then got a letter from Warner Brother Discovery talking about tone down the swearing. They got to tone it down, y'all. They cursing too much. Jade can't be out there talking about I'm that bitch no more. I guess she got to change it up to I'm that chick. Jay
She gonna
Will.
say I'm that girl.
I'm that woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, good. Change it up. Come on, say Black Girl Magic or something. Say something positive. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on AEW getting a letter from the network, Jay?
We gotta remember that these people are about making money. You get more money opportunities when your demographics reach more than older people. It's business, bro. Like, let's be for real here. When we make these, not we, they make these decisions in WWE, it's about that bag at the end of the day. It's like, think about it for 1 second. When we were younger, we was watching during the Attitude Era. When we had a pimp, you had a porn star, you had hoes,
A
hoes
whole
walking
train of
down
them.
the
A
ring.
whole train of hoes.
And so, like, they had to tone it down because they wanted to make it more family friendly. There's so much money in kids wanting these clothes and merch and buying these tickets. A friend of mine took his son to AEW when they went to an arena nearby in Virginia. He took his son, his daughter, his wife, himself, and then a cousin went. That's 5 tickets. They all bought merch while they were there. If you don't have them kids that are interested in there because their parents feel like, oh, this is too much for them. If they have to tone it down, bro, get that money. I'm not mad at it. I mean, if it's going to be funny when they have to tone it down to a certain level where people are complaining about it, because then it's like, oh, they don't do this over there. We can't say that over there. But now you're here in this company where you could say it and now you can't say it no more. It's going to be funny when that happens, if it happens. But you know what? The money's there if they just follow suit. Just
Save it for the pay-per-view.
You gotta. Oh no, facts. You can say it on the pay-per-view. You can get away with it on pay-per-view. You can say anything you want, but it comes all weird when you can't make the same language connect from one to another. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I get doing what's best for business, but I also get where you got to make sure you're selling it to people where you don't lose your target demographic that help build you up to the level that you're at now. I do understand there is a tough balance in that, but money makes the world go around.
Money talks.
Bullshit walk.
Money, 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 money. Quavo, what's your thoughts, man? The network getting the letter toned down the swearing. Take you back to when HBK said they tried to. I did not have sex with that intern.
We were up all night. Freaking beautiful. Oh man.
Oh man.
Hey, look, you don't want to be demonetized. That's why we have HR lessons and classes. We're working on it. Can't help it sometimes, but that's this perfect example. Like, we want to be able to reach the masses. It's hard to do that when you're getting flagged for the way you're talking and the way you're trying to express it. So I get, like Jay Will said, that's a good loophole. You can do it in the pay-per-views. Let it all out in the pay-per-views, like all out. That's where you can let it all out. Perfect with the name. So it just makes more sense to do it that way. Keep the network happy, keep them on your side because honestly, you're already on a fine line. You're already walking on ice, than ice as is. So be careful because then the people that actually play on ice will replace you, and we'll be watching hockey instead of dynamite or
Basketball,
basketball or whatever.
baseball,
Right.
rugby.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying? Two broke girls.
yep, yep, right. Oh damn.
We're gonna have a whole team. They're gonna throw an Avengers on that joke. You know,
They really will. They really will.
keep on playing with them people, TK. I'm telling you, man, they gonna be on
Not,
YouTube yet, boy. Jay
no, you're
Will, you
not.
have
We're
a
gonna have
lot of work
all
for you,
four
man. Boy.
episodes, all four shows on YouTube.
Oh man, Jay Will's like, I hate my life right now.
Bruh, that's that's a lot of TV. That's a lot of stuff to watch on YouTube.
Oh
Bro.
man, go ahead and look, like, share, subscribe, and turn on
Right.
Leave a comment. Don't forget to comment.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine watching Rampage and then in the middle of the show they have a Blue Chew commercial in the middle of it?
It's coming.
That would be hilarious. Oh my god.
Mm.
I wonder this letter. They want them to tone down the language, but did anybody say anything about Moxley bleeding in almost every single match? Though, did anybody say anything about that? Because
Maybe it
that
was
needs
on
to
the
be
footnote.
discussed.
Maybe it was
Listen,
on the footnote.
listen.
at
These
the
cats,
bottom, at the bottom of it, it's like P.S. Tell Moxley to stop bleeding. Period.
cease on the blood, tone it down on the blood. Look, I'm gonna say this. These guys should have known what they was getting into. I think that pay-per-view that ended up getting them the whole TV deal when your boy came out there with all those inflatable Johnsons and shit. They should have known at that point in time what they was getting themselves into. If they allowed that shit to happen, they should have. You know what? I think we're gonna have problems with these guys later in the future with some things. And here we are. So, what y'all think? Is this like the first of many letters, or you think TK is gonna learn his lesson after the slap on the wrist? That's basically all this is, slap on the wrist. Is he
Yeah,
gonna
that's
learn his lesson, or
he's not gonna learn. He's not gonna learn, Marshall. Come on now. He got too much money to learn. Got too much money to learn. Come on now.
oh man.
He's gonna keep trying to get away with it each week after week. He's like, you know what? I don't see him changing that much. But if he does, maybe like Jay Will said, maybe the biggest change we're gonna see is Jay calling herself one bad chick.
Which needs to happen anyway. Okay.
Should.
Oh, does she say, she doesn't come out and say that anymore though, right? She doesn't come out and say I'm that bitch anymore, right? Like she has ceased that, right?
I think so.
Jay Will,
I think so.
you think so?
Well, we haven't
Supposed to be the
really seen
AEW
we
correspondent.
haven't really
Oh
seen
no,
Jay
I'm the
like
AEW.
that. You know.
I'm the AEW.
Well, usually when I've seen her,
YouTube
she comes out, she's coming out for a match. And then she has what's your man's name? What's my boy name?
Sterling.
Yeah, he's you know what I'm saying, her mouthpiece, he's doing the talking now. So maybe that was a solution for getting her to stop saying she's that bitch, you know what I'm saying?
I'm the AEW on YouTube guy. Remember that? Y'all were the one that put me in this position.
Ain't no y'all. So, moving on. Moving on. All right, y'all. We got some more beef out there. I don't know. Is this beef though? Y'all tell me. All right. Will Ospreay and Kevin Nash. All right. So Will Ospreay received a 5-star match. Received 4 5-star matches from Dave Messler in a month. Okay. This is more than CM Punk, John Cena, and the special guest from Raw on Monday night, Hall of Famer, WWE Hall of Famer, Olympic gold medalist, Kurt Angle,
It's
have
true.
received in their entire careers.
It's true.
Yeah, it's damn true. All right. So that came out. Somebody made that out. Came out with that news. And Nash responded by mocking Ospreay merchandise sales. And Nash tweeted at Russell Banana, "How's his merchandise sales?" And Ospreay replied, mocking Nash quad injuries. Did you tear your quads writing this tweet? Start with you, Quabo. Nash got any right coming at Osprey, man?
Oh. I feel my quads tingling just by hearing this tweet. Oh my god. Jeez.
Like, do Nash got any right coming at Osprey? Like, Osprey must be. Osprey didn't even say anything.
Damn.
But I did look it up, and Lily's doing better in merch sales than. But I mean, did Nash have a right to come out at Osprey like that? Osprey just trying to make a living, man. He ain't give him them ratings.
It sounds like he's jealous. It sounds like he's jealous for getting.
How many 5-star matches has Kevin Nash
Don't
had?
hate on. I mean, I ain't gonna talk on it. I'm not the almanac. I wouldn't know. I don't know nothing about that. Oh, jeez. Damn.
But I'm saying,
though?
Hey, was that a low blow? You think?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think he was just trying to defend himself. The guy. I mean, look, the guy puts on a good match.
Mm-hmm.
And people are gonna hate on a good match. I mean, look, if you don't have enough haters, you ain't doing something right. Mm. So
you think he was hating on the matches or in Messler's tweet?
I think he was probably hating on the tweet.
And then Osprey just came at him.
Yeah.
With a zinger.
Yeah. I mean, I would have to relook at the tweet. Damn though. Read it back. Read the playback one more time.
Yeah, he was give 4 or 5-star matches, and Nash tweeted how's his merchandise sales. And Osprey retweeted, "Did you tear your quads writing this tweet?"
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, he didn't have to say nothing. He didn't have to say nothing.
You don't feel like he had to say anything?
He didn't have to say that. He could have left it alone. But he said, "How's his merch sales?" That's insinuating some kind of, diss. Like, yeah, you can make 5-star matches, but if you can't move merch, are you really doing something? Well, I mean, it'll happen eventually. So, guy's young, and he's already got these, people liking his matches, and he's got these kind of ratings. I mean, he's got to be doing something right, trajectory wise. He's doing something right.
And that's Dave Messler.
Hey, can't knock it.
Yeah, I mean, we already know Dave Messler is like a little off. You know what I mean? Me first, I would have just left it alone. But come on now, he's giving AEW matches high ratings when they didn't deserve it, and giving WWE matches trash ratings when they didn't deserve it.
That's our opinion versus his. You get what I'm saying? So like that's our opinion versus his. Whether it's subjective to our opinions on it, and like you said, everybody's entitled to their opinion like their asshole. Everybody got one. Do we look at Metzger's as a I guess a measuring stick or a standard? Sometimes, but sometimes we go based off how we feel and how we like and what we saw. So it really just depends on the person. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So whether or not you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Whether or not Kevin Nash was going at him, I feel like he was. Because he didn't have to say anything. Could have left the shit alone.
Right.
Could have left the shit alone. But I mean, when you write something back in any, it's not like he was saying something nice, like, "Hey, I hope you get merch that matches your 5-star ratings." No, he said, "How's your merch sale?" Obviously, you're insinuating something. So I don't know. I personally think he came back hard with the quads.
Yeah, that was like, wow, okay. What about you, Jay? Will? I feel where Quavo's coming from. Like, so like with a rating, I look at it like if Dave Messler gives a rating like that, I look at that on like Rotten Tomatoes. You know what I mean? Like Rotten Tomatoes could give a movie like a 36, and that joint they saying it sucks. But I look at that joint, I'm like, yo, that joint was bomb. That joint was vicious. You know what I mean? So what do you think about the whole little tweet squabble? You know what I'm saying? Nash coming out with his remark after hearing about the 4 or 5-star matches for Will Ospreay, and then Ospreay with his tweet or reply rather to Nash.
So
you think Nash was sticking up for the guys that for John Cena, for CM Punk, for Kurt Angle? You think Nash was sticking up for them?
So the funny thing is, I think that this was a wrong place and wrong time message if that was the case, because you wouldn't put it underneath the tweet if you didn't think that it wasn't like a diss. You know what I'm saying? Like 29-year-old Will Ospreay and 63-year-old Kevin Nash. Is it, does Kevin Nash, did Kevin Nash do this on purpose? You can say that, you can think that. I can understand why someone would think that. Well, Ospreay probably did if Kevin Nash didn't do it intentionally. But if it was a moment where Kevin Nash was making more so a slam at Dave Meltzer and his opinions, you chose the wrong place and time to do it. You could have made a whole new tweet, or you could have even gone into detail of saying, here's my problem with what is saying here to prove that, you know what I'm saying? Like if you're trying to prove like how big of a match, how well he's deserving of it. But to me, that's not like, it doesn't make sense. Some of this is not making sense and not adding up. Kevin Nash could have made a statement without having to put it on Will Ospreay's, the post about Will Ospreay, you know what I'm saying? But Will Ospreay did what you would expect. Also, shout out to Kenny Omega for coming back. And he's like, absolutely putrid. Good sir, commenting on Kevin Nash's tweet. Good stuff there. That was also very entertaining because we know it ain't good between Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega. So, man, I think this was the old man versus a young man scenario where text can misconstrue a message a little bit. That's all I feel about it.
Okay. Yo, imagine if these guys had Twitter back in the day.
Oh
Lord,
no!
I think Hollywood has said something like that one time. Yo, like imagine Ric Flair had Twitter. Like, dog.
First,
man.
first,
First of all, he probably still wouldn't know how to use it.
oh,
What if
Good
Ultimate
Lord.
Warrior had Twitter? What if
No.
we would
Oh
not
my
understand none
gosh.
of his tweets.
One day, well, I think it was on a show, or we might have had talked about it just chatting and stuff. Colin was like, if you go back and watch Ric Flair's promos, he had like whole 10-minute promos. And like, can you imagine how many times he would go over the number of characters you could have in a tweet? Like seriously, like he would just need to just do a video and post it instead. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you lying. Oh man. Hey, hey, fans out there, put in the comment section. Which old wrestler do you wish had Twitter back in the day? Okay, put in our comment section. We'd love to hear from you. Iron Sheik has Twitter, and Iron Sheik makes it a point every day to say "fuck Hulk Hogan." It's hilarious. Every tweet, at least he'll make a tweet. He'll say "fuck Hulk Hogan," and it might be a couple of tweets, and then he'll make a tweet dissing Hulk Hogan in some sort of way, and then make a couple more tweets, and then go right back at Hogan. Oh man, Iron Sheik, dog. God
Every
bless him.
chance he get, he Hulk, I'm on your ass.
Christmas came around. He said, "Merry Christmas, everyone, except for that bitch Hulk Hogan." Or something along the lines. Not like Hulk Hogan. Oh my God. So yeah, hey, let us know, who would you like to see from back in the day that had Twitter. Oh man, this should be fun. This should be fun.
Absolutely.
All right. So, well wishes.
Man, the comment section's better blow up.
Oh
Oh
man, I
man,
love it.
that's
Hey,
gonna be funny. That's
let's
gonna be
get
funny
it.
as hell.
Let's get it. Hey, drop them in on the Facebook page too. Put them in the comments and on the Facebook page. All right, let us hear from you. All right, all right. Well wishes. All right, Thunder Rosa. She communicated that she cannot walk right now. She is having bad back problems and may be out for a few months.
Dang.
So want to give her some well wishes and speedy recovery. All right.
That's it that you got for well wishes?
Yeah, that's all I have for well wishes. You want to give somebody some well wishes, Jay Will?
Yes. I want to give well wishes to Riddle because my man, oh my God. Ooh, oh my God.
Don't spoil it. Don't spoil it. We gotta save that. I gotta add a special saving for that. Save that. But yes. What was the y'all about to find out in a little bit. Stay tuned.
Oh, I also want to give well wishes to FTR. You guys didn't deserve that. For y'all who don't keep up, AEW got a game coming out. The best tag team, the reportedly best tag team in the entire wrestling world, was left off of your game. Now, remember I said things about missteps for TV? You can't make a misstep like that for your game. You can't. You can't. You can't, especially when you have, they're your champs. Literally the best tag team in the wrestling world, and you left them off. Oh my gosh. Now, if we talk about problems backstage, it's 100% justifiable for them to be pissed. Pissed. Cody Rhodes is in the game. Cody Rhodes is in the game.
Hold up, tell the reason why. And hold up. Before you go any further, all right? Hey, we're gonna make sure that we tell our boy Tone coming back. Tone Gaming Podcast.
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna make sure that he get this game and review it for y'all. All right, but go ahead and tell him how to do that plug right quick. Coming on the 613 Faye Production Network.
I don't get how Cody, not even in the company, image, likelihood, everything about him is in the game, and he's in a whole other company, the competition. Somebody make this make sense for me.
What did Kenny say? Did you hear what Kenny said?
No, what did he say?
Kenny said because there's I think it's a story mode. Cody had to be in it because you couldn't have AEW without Cody, which is true.
Wait, so
that is true. Yeah.
Okay.
So there must be a story mode on the game, and that's why Cody's on there.
So what? Okay, so now I have many questions along with this, right? So the story mode.
I'm not the game maker. I don't know. That's
no. Because it's a hypothetical. I know you're old.
Right. I'm messing with you.
So the story mode is no matter what character you choose, if it's a created character, Cody Rhodes is in there as the person that you're going to face within the story mode. That doesn't make sense to me because wouldn't you just run the show like a season where you're a new character and you're working your way up to a title, and it can be whoever the game random generates to be a champion at some other point in the game? Like that, to me, that doesn't make much sense. Like it does that doesn't make more sense even more. Hell, again, you could just cut him off of there and put somebody else in the. If CM Punk is in the game, but Cody's still in the game, but FTR, that doesn't make sense to me. Mm-hmm. That doesn't make sense that Punk is in the game, but Cody is in the game at the same time.
Even the American Dragon is in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's even more of a spit in the face.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make sense. And what's the holdup of delaying a game a little bit longer to take someone out of the game and change this? Like you might as just push off the game a little until next year where you have he's just not there. So now the question is, Cody Rhodes' name is now in WWE. Is there going to be a money dispute over that? Because he's an AEW he's a part of the AEW company now. I mean the WWE company now. Granted, he owns his name. Clearly, he can't, but still, he's a part of WWE.
Well, I think if he owns his name, there shouldn't be any issue with that. I'm pretty sure that. I would say.
All right, we got where he does not own his name.
If he doesn't own his name, damn, that sucks. How you not own your own name?
So I guess we ain't got to worry about that.
So that's why. Now it makes sense why, but why he's still in the game, but it still doesn't make sense for FTR to not be in there. That doesn't. It's still point is made, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, they should have him in there. They definitely should have him in there.
Okay. All right. So well wishes, FTR. Sorry, fellas. Hopefully next year, boys. If they come out with a game next year, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right. So moving on. Okay, WWE owns the name Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, Cody
Cody
Rhodes,
Rose.
Cody,
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 Cody
Cody
Rhodes,
Rose.
Cody,
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 Cody
Cody.
Rose. Cody.
That song is great, dog. I don't. I listen to that song at least twice a week. That song is great.
Hey, man, that's a good hype song in the gym, boy.
Oh, absolutely.
Cody Rhodes.
Him and Finn Balor's music before
Mhm.
bruh, their music is good workout songs, bruh.
I ain't never listened to Finn Balor. I know I listen to Drew McIntyre is good.
Shit,
Sheamus.
even Shinsuke's music be lit. What?
Man,
Oh yeah, Shinsuke.
I
Yeah. Of course, Stone Cold. I love hearing that glass break when I'm in the gym. Yeah, just getting it. All right, y'all. So more comeback news. More comeback news. Y'all ready to hear who's talking about coming back? Because everybody's coming back. They're coming back. They're coming back. This week, talking to Stu Bennett of BT Sports. Wade Barrett said, if the right opportunity presents itself at my door, we might see a Wade Barrett return. Said he loves his gig at NXT and this is the happiest he's ever been. And he doesn't have any kind of itch to scratch. So he said it definitely would have to make sense for him to come back. Naomi and Sasha, back on the roster, y'all. They back on there. So it's just a matter of time. Tick tock, as Cross would say, tick tock, baby. All right. Per Fightful Select, the monster among men, Braun Strowman. His name has been tossed around, but only there's a good idea that's best for business. All right. I'd like to see Braun back. That was I love that feud he had with Roman. I'm not finished with you. No, it was every week, dog, he was terrorizing Roman, dog. I'm not finished with you. Oh man. Um, this may pique y'all ears up. William Regal. William Regal may be on his way back after his comments about sticking up for WWE. I don't know. He under contract, so I'm just throwing this out there. But he said he has no plans to stop. All right. Now what he said. Let me pull this up. Said I saved it. What did he say? What did he say? Did I delete it? Did I save it?
I remember what he said.
What did he say?
I'm
Here it
summarizing
is.
a little bit, but
He says,
he said he would never he talks very publicly about how good he had his time in WWE, especially during his working with NXT.
mhm.
And of course, you work for the opposition. So like they don't want to hear that. But like he's like, I'm never gonna rag on them or talk trash about them because I enjoyed my time while I was there. I was treated right. I loved it there. This was something that I was truly proud of while I'm there. And I'm not mad at him because to a certain degree, you can't force a person to rag on them and talk trash the entire time. If he want to speak positively about his time, if he want to tell the truth, let him tell the truth. Like, if they get paid more to talk trash on TV, talk trash about them, then fine. Other people going to do it because hell, that's the only reason why it makes sense for them to keep slinging insults to WWE every freaking week.
Mhm.
But like, if he want to speak positively, bro, let him speak positively. You gonna cut him for being a positive person and saying good things that he enjoyed while he was there, bro? You're a tyrant now at that point.
TK been a tyrant. He's been a tyrant. But here's what Regal said. He said, if I get fired from the company I'm working for now for sticking up for WWE, then so be it. NXT UK was a passion project of mine to give a decent place for British and European talent to get a pipeline so they can go to WWE and have the charmed life that I've had. If they don't like that, then they can get stuffed. End quote. And they said Steven Regal was a stand-up guy. I've always liked, not Steven Regal, excuse me, William Regal was a stand-up guy. I've always liked William Regal. Even back in the day, yes, Lord Steven Regal. He one of my favorite heels. Love to hate the guy. Quavo, what are your thoughts on this?
Steven, Steven. I don't know, bro. I think if he did get that opportunity to come back, it would create more entertainment, especially on the NXT side because he did a lot of good work with NXT. Um, I will say this though, if he does leave AEW, that would be a big blow, especially with what he's got going on with Moxley, with DB or Brian Danielson, yeah, with Wheeler Yuta. I mean, you're losing a mouthpiece that's very critical to that entire stable. So, I mean, I would hate to see him leave AEW right now, but if WWE is going to offer you something better and they're gonna and you're going back home, go back home, bro. Go back home.
That's what's like over there now.
If Mike said it, if they can't come back, they will come back. Hunter.
Cut the check.
Yes, cut the check. All right, y'all. So it's been a minute. It's been I just mentioned them, but it's been a minute. Our tribal chief is coming up on 2 consecutive years as champion. Roman Reigns this Friday. It's going to be a celebration. I'm going to be there. I'm popping bottles for my tribal chief. You know what I mean? Quavo, did you ever think we see this man?
Oh,
2 years
certainly,
consecutively. 2 years.
certainly, certainly. He's the
Yeah.
tribal chief. Come on now, look. They've thrown everything at him. Literally, there's no one else to face him. No one else other than his cousin, who may or may not face him. Like, come on now, he's the tribal chief. This version of Roman is damn near unstoppable. Damn near unstoppable. And if you got somebody who's moving merch like this, you don't take the belt off. Keep it on him, and you create new merch, so that way the masses keep buying more new merch. Keep that merch sales up.
He ain't gonna be getting no tweets asking how his merch sales is. I tell you that.
Nope.
What you think, Jay Will? Two
Congrats.
years. You ever? Do you think you see it?
I
Let's
didn't think
let's go back before we seen the tribal chief, right? Let's go back to when Vince was ramming Roman Reigns down our throat. Did you see Roman Reigns at this point? Did you have the vision to be like, yo, he could be champ for like 2, 3 years, or 2 years? We're at 2 years now. He could be champ for 2 consecutive years.
I don't think I didn't think the big dog, this is my yard Roman, would have ever gotten to this
Believe
point.
that?
I didn't believe it, but like the man is doing great work, bro. Like people said that he was, he needed Paul Heyman with him. Paul, it adds to him. Let's be for real here. He has a whole mob boss mentality. It's a mafia situation if you really think about it. Hell, even the pictures on the shirts and stuff, it looks like a mafia. It's smart. Like they're handling it right. Like, but good job to him. And through the pandemic, like it's saying a lot. I just it's really saying a lot. The amount of heat, the amount of people that genuinely dislike this guy and hate him, it just shows that he's doing what the fuck he's supposed to do. Congrats to the guy. I'm never gonna be mad at another man's success. Never. I ain't gonna be mad at him. Dude's good.
Cool.
He made a name for himself.
Yes. Yes, he did. And congrats, Roman Reigns. I will be tuning in. I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be tuning in for that celebration. Tune in. And then tune in to us for the review next week. Boom.
Yeah.
All right. Now, we asked that one. Who takes him out? Who dethrones the tribal chief?
I would love for it to be Cody, but that's just me.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would. I don't know how they're gonna make it happen, but if they do make that happen, Cody would be a good thing to see him.
That's your prediction?
I would like to see it. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I would like to see it.
All right. What about you, Jay?
I'm agreeing with Jose. I would like to see Cody. I got an odd feeling about Clash at the Castle.
Mm.
I got an odd feeling about it, but we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see. I think that if it's kind of a prediction. I don't mean to go into that, but I feel like they're going to get one title up off him at Clash of the Castle. That's what I'm feeling.
Yeah,
They're going to keep they're going to keep the Universal title on him to keep him on SmackDown, and
yeah.
then Drew will take the title back. Drew will take the WWE title back to Raw.
Okay. All right. Well, you just led us into our next topic then. Clash at the Castle predictions. All right. So with this here, right? I gotta cover both shows for y'all now. I gotta cover both shows. And I gotta go Friday night and then bring y'all to Monday. All right. So let me look at my notes right here for Friday. All right. SmackDown out of Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to our Detroit, Michigan fans out there in the D. Shout out Eminem. That's my dude. I start off with Ricochet. Street Profits getting up with Hit Row. That was sweet. I like to see where they go with that. Um, they did the little. There's something familiar, like the same about us, and they both looked down, and they was like, "Yeah, we both like to smoke," and they went and smoked. Montez, well, you better watch yourself, boy. Don't be hanging out with B Fab too long, boy. I don't think Bianca gonna like that now. All right. Let me see. Dewdrop and Nikki. Nah, don't want to talk about that. Io Sky, Dakota Kai. Don't want to talk about that. Max Dupree, they need to go away. I think I need Hit Row to take out Max Dupree's guys. Um, Nothing really caught my attention. They messed up Street Profits bus. Uh, Ozzy Osbourne inflatable balloon in front was creepy to me. Boom, the end. Yes, with Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre was the main event. Jimmy and Jay coming down to support Sammy. Sammy was an honorary member of the Bloodline. Uh, but he failed, lost to Drew. But hey, it was not in vain because they came down and beat the dog shit out of Drew. I'm talking. I had a conversation with one of my friends, and they're like, "Oh, the chairs that they use are fake. The chairs aren't real." Go look at that picture of Drew McIntyre's back after the Bloodline got finished with them, and you tell me if them chairs is fake. I was sitting back like, Sammy, you got to put some work in, Sammy. You got to do something, Sammy. Why? And the next thing you know, Sammy comes with the haluva kick. I'm like, yeah, put that work in. They all stand above Drew. It was a beautiful picture. Not so much for Drew. You know, he had the tribal chief sack all in his face, so that wasn't a good look for Drew. But tribal chief had a mean look. Sammy had his one up. Um, Internet was going wild. That brings us to Monday Night Raw. Um, I'm thinking it's going to be a regular show. Got to start off with AJ Styles, Dolph Ziggler, going up against the Judgment Day with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's looking like the leader of Judgment Day. She is so scary and sexy at the same time. Miz is terrified after being kidnapped by Dexter Loomis. Oscar, Bianca Belair, and Alexa Bliss headed to ringside to go up against some jobbers. Um, Hall of Famer Kurt Angle, Pittsburgh's favorite son. Pittsburgh was in Raw, so Kurt Angle came out and graced the crowd. Of course, he had to come out there with Alpha Academy. Everybody saying Chad Gable was like the second coming of Kurt Angle, so you gotta have them in the ring together. I love that segment. They went up against the Street Profits, and the winner got Kirk. The Alpha Academy won. Kurt Angle had to be their servant. And if the Street Profits won, Kurt Angle got to be free. Street Profits won, and they tugged down some milk, taking us back in the day.
If
Nice little.
you don't shoosha shoosha.
Right. That was a funny segment.
Freaking
The
beautiful.
shoot. You know, Kurt loves making it fun.
Shoot.
Right. Shoot. The shoot. Thank you. That was funny. I like that. And the part that had the internet going haywire, I know the guys are going to talk about this right here. Goodness gracious, Seth. So it comes on the screen. I see Riddle and Seth on the split screen, and I love how Triple H is doing this whole boxing thing. It gives me that 24/7 feel. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm watching Mayweather every time on 24/7 with Triple H doing this thing. So we get Seth and Riddle, and they're going back and forth. And Riddle says something about Becky. Tells Seth something to the fact that I'm gonna show everybody that Becky wears the pants in the family. When that dude said that, like Seth's face went stone. Like,
He said, "Come on, bro." All his face said, "Come on, bro.
right, really,
Don't do this to yourself. You don't want
really,
the smoke."
right. They go to commercial. I'm like, my first thought, I'm like, yo, Seth pissed. They come back from commercial. Seth got the same stone cold face. I'm like, oh, this dude is pissed for real. My man says, "Hey, Riddle, you still there?" Riddle says, "Yeah, I'm still here." Let me get this straight. Seth says, "Oh, you want to talk about family? Hey, let's talk about family. Oh, that's right. You ain't got one because your wife divorced you and took your kids because they don't want to see your bitch ass." Riddle was like, "What you say?" What you say? Hey, Seth was like, "You heard me, bitch." Riddle was like, "Where you at? You know what? I ain't just gonna beat you up. I'm gonna fuck you up." He was like, "Yeah, whatever, bitch." He's like, "Where you at?" He's like, "Come find me." Yeah. Hey, I took to the internet on that shit. I'm like, please tell me I'm not the only one. Why that Will Quavo? Please tell me y'all caught that shit. Lord have, hey, Kayfabe's back, y'all.
Beautiful. It was beautiful. Oh,
Kayfabe is back. Look, they started with them fighting in the parking lot. I forgot to tell y'all, it went on made to social media. They were fighting in the parking lot. The crowd is catching them, posting on their social media. This thing right here, y'all speak on it, man. Y'all speak on it. Jay Will. Okay, go ahead, Quavo.
I think you said it in one of our meetings off the show. You were like, anytime a man tells another man, "Come find me," oh, it's over. He done bitched you out. He done bitched you out. Oh God. Oh, he would. Yo, give it to Seth. This is why he says freaking Rollins, bro. This is why he says freaking Rollins.
Oh
Oh my,
man.
the look on Riddle's face. It's like he had probably smoked a couple blunts before doing the segment, and then all is his entire
Oh
eye,
man.
all of it gone,
God. Yeah, he got to start
gone.
all over.
Oh my gosh. His face got so red. Even his ears got red. You can see even his ears got. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, he was filming. He was steaming.
Ooh,
I think I seen steam coming out his ears.
ooh, he was. Oh my gosh, he was ready to fuck him up for real. And Seth was like, "Come on, I'm with it. I'm with it. Come by me right
Say,
here."
come find me, bitch.
The internet has been going in on it. They call him what was that from the what's it called Haters Ball?
Oh, Buck McNasty.
Buck McNasty. Oh my gosh. Yo. Give it to Rollins though. Give it to
Oh
Rollins.
man.
If controversy creates cash, this is some good fucking money
Money
right here.
maker. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man, Jay Will. What was your thoughts on that, man, when you saw it?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is what you call emotional damage. That by far, if WWE could get away with it after that segment, from now on, he needs to be called Seth fucking Rollins on TV. That it was by far some of the most disrespectful shit I've heard in a
Hold up,
long
you gotta
time.
say that shit
That
like
was
Stephen A, bro.
that that
You gotta
was
say
some
that like
stuff you
Stephen
could
A.
hear
The
during the Attitude Era.
disrespect.
Bruh, true disrespect. Like if we just talked about people going at it backstage before, this was one of them moments where it's like, yo, it's up from here. They're about to have they're about to put on. They don't really. I feel like they may end up having match of the night at Clash of the Castle, bro. Like the way they're building up this match, they may end up having match of the night that night. I'm looking.
Crazy, crazy. Yeah, I said Riddle gonna go UFC on Seth on that one, and it's not making it no better that his ex is just throwing flame on the fire on Twitter. Like Shorty's going in there amping it up. Like, are you serious? Like, wow. But look, man, let's talk about family. Oh, wait, you ain't got one. Your wife divorced you and took the kids because they don't want to see your bitch ass no more.
Riddle got shut up like Cleo on Set It Off, bro. That was bad.
My man was like, he's out here, dog. He's like,
Hold on, you forgot the last one. Come find me.
Right.
Oh,
Oh man. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Terrible, terrible. But that was not the end of the night. The main event. Hold on, let me go on to do Bobby versus Miz. Dexter Lumis is still stalking Miz. Edge, met up with Kirk. Sammy with the Usos.
don't breeze by that one. Come on now.
What? Which one?
Edge and Kirk.
Edge and Kirk. Okay, so we had a throwback.
Segment.
Okay, so for our fans watching, y'all remember thank you, Quavo. For y'all remember Edge and Kurt Angle back in the day. Remember when Edge had the signs for
This was
Kurt
the
Angle?
beginning of You Suck.
Right. He was like, you had that sign. I'm sorry. I started the You Suck chant. But you still suck. So that was great. But I like the transition, and I'm glad you pointed that out because I like the transition over because we might have seen a little seed planted for the Dom turn. Rhea is in Dom's head. Like I Hollywood said I was throwing hate, and I probably was because I envy Dom so much. I wish I was him. So lucky. Oh, so lucky. But this thing is really, I like how it's building steam. I like it. You know what I mean? Because it like has the right ingredients.
It's a slow roast.
Right. You know what I'm saying? A long build.
It's simmering. It's it's sauteing the sauce.
It has history. You brought Edge in, and we know the history between Edge and Ray. You know what I mean? We know that they're good, one tag team gold together. So Ray really trusts Edge and everything. And Dom's like, well, I'm your son. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah, but this is Edge. You're like, you knew me before you knew him. You know what I mean? So it's like,
I'm your son. What the fuck?
Come
on. Oh, and then the line that Ray hit him with, experience. Oh, so what you trying to say, Dad? What you trying to say, Dad?
He's speaking facts to him, though. He's speaking facts to him. You know what I mean? I did like that. So more to come. I ain't gonna speak too much on it, but more to come. But yeah, and Dom is crushing on Rhea Ripley. I don't care what he gave her the kendo stick. He crushing on her. He's like, here, you can have my stick. Sammy with the Usos. Y'all see what I did there? Sammy with the Usos was a nice thing. Kevin Owens coming out trying to talk Sammy, away from the bloodline. And we saw, which may take effect at Cash the Castle. Sammy's having conflicting issues. He can't, strike Kevin Owens with the chair. They still friends. They're both Canadians. We'll see. Miz drove off with Dexter Lumis in the back. So Dexter Lumis is back on his stalker shit. And we have new women's tag team champions.
You gotta
And
say that. You gotta say that again, Marsh. You gotta do like a drum roll or something. Bro, come on.
okay, give me the drum roll. Drum roll, fellas. Come on, drum roll, fellas. Drum roll, fellas. Come on. And we have new women's tag team champions, Bonilla and Raquel Rodriguez. All right, y'all. So new champs, and they got some pyro at the end. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. With that being said, what are the predictions for Clash the Castles? What's gonna happen, y'all? Who's gonna win? Who's gonna lose? What do we got? Let's start with you, Quabo. What's gonna happen, man? What's your prediction?
So you want me to go through the whole all the
Nah,
matches?
just give me. You ain't gotta go through all the matches.
Okay.
Just give me your predictions, man.
Well, I feel like Liv is probably gonna beat Shayna. I don't know how.
You think so?
Yeah. Look, she beat Ronda. Come on now.
With a bad leg, though.
But she beat Ronda.
With a bad leg, though.
I don't know. Anyways, I still think she gonna win, bro.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I don't feel like they want to take the belt off her.
Okay.
You know, and it's weird because I personally would love Shayna to have the belt, but I don't think they're taking it off Liv. I feel like Roman with Drew, something like Jay Will said earlier. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Maybe it's gonna be one of those weird finishes where they're both hitting each other, and or kind of like with Liv and Ronda, where she was tapping her out and pinning at the same time, and both of them had that win. I think something like that's gonna happen where they go try to get the belt off of Roman, well, at least one belt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
With the 6-woman tag.
Well, it's for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, so both belts are on the line.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, it's gonna have one of those weird finishes where both of them win, and
so we
somebody's
can
got
take a belt
exactly.
on
They're gonna take one belt off, but they're gonna keep one on him because at the same time he still won off a technicality.
Okay.
Just demonetized. Sheamus and Gunther. Yeah.
That's gonna be a hard hitting match right there. It better be hard hitting. Well, that smack that Sheamus be talking in.
Yeah.
I'm very interested in seeing Gunther out there.
I feel like that's gonna be a good match to watch, and I think Gunther's gonna take that win.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna take that win.
I can see that. I can see that.
If he doesn't take that win, I feel like what are you gonna do with him? What you gonna do with him? Like why? Let that man win. Let him take that win. And Sheamus can take that L and still keep it moving. He can still keep it trucking.
He still got the 2 Brawling Bruce that need to get belted
up. Riddle Rollins. Woo! I feel like he gonna hit him with one of those roundhouse kicks, Chuck Norris roundhouse kicks, and he's probably gonna take the win from South. Maybe. I think Riddle. If this didn't spark a fire under your ass, Riddle, I don't know what will. Don't know what will, because he came at you. Woo! Low blow, took your heart out, said finish him, and then fatality, bro.
Said come find me, bitch.
With Edge and Ray, I feel like this is gonna be Dominic's heel turn moment, and this is where the Judgment Day is gonna take the win, because for whatever reason Dominic's gonna get involved, and he's probably gonna flip out on Edge for some reason. Like maybe Edge doesn't protect Ray from a move or something, and Dominic, feels some kind of way, distracts Edge, and then boom, they take the win. I don't know, something like that. Okay. Bianca, Alexa, and Asuka, I want them to win. But I feel like Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky might take this win.
Okay.
Like they might take this win, and they might build this up as a feud where those three are gonna, have this recurring kind of match where they want to find out who's the better of the three. Which I like trios wise. These women in the trios, it's looking good, man. It's looking good. It's entertaining, and it's fun to watch. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna see. Hopefully. Okay.
All right. What about you, Jay Will? Any predictions for Clash the Castle?
I think I'm gonna only speak on the matches that I'm really interested in seeing. Gunther and Sheamus. Gunther's gonna win, and I would hope that it's a clean match where Sheamus's little posse don't come out and they're not involved in it. I would love to see just a straight up brawl between the two of them. Like them two, we're bound to see a really good match with them two. Riddle and Seth, I already said it. I think they're going to go for a match of the night. I'm
that might be the
keeping
main event for everybody right there. Even though we got the belt as the main event, that might be everybody's main event, right? Just off the promo.
It's too much hype off of how we built it up for it to fall flat on the match. And Seth doesn't really. I haven't seen many matches with Seth really fall flat. So I'm looking forward to that match. Who do I think is going to win? Seth.
Okay.
I got Seth winning. The Liv Morgan match, to Quavo's point, I think Liv is going to win, but I think Liv is only going to win because not Charlotte, but Ronda is going to come out and interfere. I think that's how she's going to retain the title.
That would set up for her.
Right.
That's what I want to see.
Roman and Drew, this situation is messy because again, I thought in my mind I'm saying that Drew's going to get the WWE title off him. It's going to be a weird scenario with this one. Like it's got to be it's going to be a weird scenario with this where they make some sort of condition where something happens and Drew gets one title off of him, or say the next night or the next show we have Roman say, you know what, I don't want this trash no more. He drops it and gives it up. You know what I'm saying? Like in true typical heel fashion, that would be something that would make sense. But at the same time, like I don't know. That match, I'm simply just I don't know who's going to win that. I'm just curious about how they're going to play this one. I'm really interested because it's an interesting scenario, knowing what we know about there's two titles and one, like, you know, we know that they will like to have one on USA and then one on Fox. So it can go from there. I'm not really interested in the Edge and Rey Mysterio Judgment Day match. The women's match, it's going to be a good match. I'm not excited about it. My expectations aren't going, I don't have expectations like, oh, this is going to be one of the matches I have to see. Like, all them women do great matches. I'm just not like, story wise, I'm not super interested right now, but I know it's going to be a good match.
Right. I'm interested in, me personally, I'm interested on just about every last one of them. The one that really has me, of course, is the Seth and Riddle, and then after that, Drew and Roman, just because I want to see what Sammy does. You know what I mean? We got Angry Jay. I can finally tell them apart, y'all. I can finally tell them apart. Jay's the angry one. Main event Jay, he the angry one. Jimmy the happy one. You know what I mean? So we got Happy Jimmy and Angry Jay. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. The Shayna Baszler, Liv Morgan, I would love to see Ronda Rousey come out and cost Shayna Baszler that belt because I want to see Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler. That is the match I want. Give it to me. Cut the check. Give it to me. How Batista say? Give me what I want. Give me what I want. Give me what I want. So yeah, I'm interested in the one I'm really probably the least interested in will probably be the six women tag match because like it's like after they do it, then what? You know what I mean? It's okay, it's done over with. That's the end of that. The Finn Balor, Damian Priest, Rey Mysterio, that's still gonna have story behind it after this match. The shame is Gunther, we're gonna see Gunther continue on. So I'm interested in Gunther seeing that. I want to see them chops. So we're gonna have the Gunther chops versus the bro slap. Hey, the forearms, yeah, I want to see that, baby. I want to see that. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right. Streaming live on Peacock, 2 p.m. Or is it 1 p.m.
One,
on
one,
Saturday? One.
1 p.m. 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
There you go. On Saturday. Cool deal. Thank you, Jay.
What
Thank
what you
you, Jay.
think about Judgment Day? You think Dom's gonna turn?
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I think the seed's been planted. Dom's in love with Rhea Ripley. That's what I said. That's why but yeah, yeah. He go join Judgment Day. I feel that Rhea, the way that Rhea had her presence, like she was the leader. I don't feel that Finn's the leader.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't feel that Damien's the leader. I just feel Rhea, and that would be tight to have
Plus,
her.
she's the last one that pops up when they're doing entrances.
And wouldn't that be vicious? The female as the leader of that group right
She's
there.
and she's and she's always in the
The
middle.
braids,
The
right?
placement of it is happening so on purpose. Like it's like even I think they realize like she's the bigger personality. She's like it worked for her. Especially like she's been doing most of the major damage going on with those whole situations. There it, it it would be cool to have her as the leader. Like it's like it's naturally happening, but making it very clear she's the leader,
Mhm.
that she's running the show. It looks good. It that
She's she's the pimp.
Yeah.
She's the pimp.
She has that Butch mentality from the Brawling Brutes, except
yeah.
with authority. Like Butch looks like a juvenile when he's doing what he's doing. You know what I mean? They always got to pull him off. He's all short. He's jumping on everywhere like a little damn tick and flea. It's like, man, go sit your little annoying ass down somewhere. Rhea come through. You know, she mean business. You know, when they was pulling her out the ring, it didn't look the same as when they was pulling Butch off. It was like, yo, y'all trying to pull y'all leader off because, yeah, she about to stick that stick where the sun don't shine at it. Dom done gave it to her. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah,
yes,
facts.
looking forward to that. Okay. So next on our predictions is NXT World Collide. So Quavo, we're gonna come to you, our NXT correspondent in the four corners of wrestling, four corner boys. What you got, man? What's your predictions for NXT World Collide? What happening over there at NXT?
Man, see, a lot has been happening in NXT. This, like you said, this past episode, this past show right before the pay per view, built up a lot, and it's also foretelling a few things too. You had Finn hopping in there, you had Tommaso hopping in there, you even had Rhea in there. So you had, and of course Ricochet up in there too. So you had a little bit of everything, and honestly, I feel like with the women's belt, Mandy ain't gonna lose it. Mandy is not gonna lose it.
Oh no.
She ain't gonna lose it, bro. She ain't gonna lose it. I don't see Blair Davenport taking it. I don't see Mako Satomura taking it either. I see Mandy keeping this belt and extending her reign, which is great. With the what's it called with the four-way elimination tag team. Um, I want to give it to Briggs and Jensen.
Mm-hmm.
But I gotta say, what's it called? Pretty Deadly. I feel like they might take that win. I feel like they just might take that win.
Okay.
They're really good at what they do, and I feel like they're gonna get those belts back. With Katana Chance and Caden Carter against Dewdrop and Nikki Ash, or
Dewdrop.
Nikki Cross, as they called her Cross.
Hey, they killed me because they would not let her be
Yeah,
Nikki Ash. They was
they're like, nah. They're like, yeah, you Cross, bro. You Cross. We know you as Cross. You ain't getting away from that.
right.
You know,
Trip Nature Cross, we can call you Cross.
yeah. They might have called him Cody, but he's Cody Rhodes. They might have called
Cody
you Nikki
Rhodes.
Ash, you
Cody.
Nikki Cross over here. I don't see Chance and Carter losing the belts. Not this soon, not this early. I think it's a good matchup with them,
Mhm.
though. It should be leading up to a good match, but I don't think they losing it anytime soon. And if they do, it could be because of toxic attraction getting involved. And if that happens, hey, what's up? Let's see some new belts,
Mhm.
new champions. With Braun Breaker versus Tyler Bate.
Tyler Bate.
Honestly, it looks like it could go either way, but the way that they setting it up with having all these stars coming in to talk to Braun and tell him, hey, look, you got this kid, keep the prestige on the belt. Go. I don't think he's gonna lose it. He
Okay.
better. he better not lose it.
Okay.
He better not lose it with the way they built him up. So Braun, I hope you take that win, man.
Boy, he lose, his uncle gonna come through and fuck shit up.
Right. Right.
Steiner gonna come and fuck some shit
Woo.
up.
Go. Big Papa Pump gonna be up in there. What? You need to pump more. You need to pump more.
You're gonna break out some of that Steiner math.
Right. Good Lord.
That we all
This is
love.
why you lost. This is why you lost. Oh my gosh. And then and the one that I'm really looking forward to now after watching this last episode is Ricochet versus Carmelo Hayes. And to be honest with you, I really, really want Ricochet to come out with that win. I don't think he will, but I would like to see that.
Need to, because he ain't winning nothing on the main roster.
Right. Oh man. But see, I don't see how he's gonna take that win, but if he does, that'll be good for Ricochet. Give him a little steam, give him a little momentum. I don't think that he'll keep it long, but I do think that he can take that win. It's possible. Anything's possible. He's in the match, right? But yeah, I think that's what I'm hoping for at Worlds Collide. I don't know what we're gonna see. We're gonna have to watch it. We'll have to watch it.
Okay, definitely. All right. What about you, Jay?
I got Braun Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
It would be dumb to take. It would be dumb for Mandy Rose to lose right now.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see her. This is the only chance Nikki ASS and ASH and Dewdrop could to get a title on them, but they're not going to get it. So
and watch them win.
if they win, I will buy you a McChicken from McDonald's and a sweet.
Nah, you got to go to Wendy's for me, baby. I do Wendy's or Burger King. How about that? A double Whopper with cheese.
What?
Poison from McDonald's.
Calm down.
Yeah,
slow
we'll get
down.
that.
I
fake
don't
food.
eat that fake food, right? I need some real
food,
food, dog.
Slow down.
He said, "Give him some Chick-fil-A."
Yeah.
Slow down with that.
All right, Chick-fil-A. I'll do a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. How about that?
No.
If you could even offer him a Popeyes chicken sandwich.
No,
I don't do no Popeyes.
That would have been better. Oh,
wait, you don't do Popeyes, but
nah. We're not even gonna go there. We're not even gonna start that conversation.
We'll have it offline. We'll have it off of here. I do look forward to seeing, like, to Quabo. I look forward to seeing the Carmelo Hayes and Ricochet match. I love both guys. Carmelo's winning. It's to me that's clear. Ricochet ain't sniffing that belt. The closest he'll get to that belt is when the referee holds it over their head before he rings the bell.
You think so?
Yeah.
I got spoilers. I'll be the odd man. I think everybody from the main roster that went to NXT is gonna win. Dewdrop and Nikki ASH, new champs. Ricochet, new champ. That's how it's going down.
Okay, I'll take it. I
Because
believe
then Dolph Ziggler. Here's the thing: didn't Dolph Ziggler go to NXT and win a belt?
He did.
he sure did.
He just came back to the main roster a couple of weeks ago, isn't it? Or like a couple months ago, or a month ago, whatever, at least whatever.
I think it was like a month ago.
A couple months ago.
Yeah, he just came back. So that's my prediction. Everybody from the main roster that went over there, they winning. Because Ricochet, he need a belt. He not winning nothing on the main roster. If you're gonna get a belt, go ahead and send him back to NXT. Dewdrop and Nick and ASH, the same thing. They ain't, even though Nick ASH was champion, we know why that happened. You know what I mean? She ain't about to sniff no title no time soon. Neither is Dewdrop. Send them on over to NXT, and whoever they champs is over there. So that means Carmelo Hayes may be coming to the main roster, and everybody that Dewdrop and Nick ASH is facing may come to the main roster.
Chance and Carter.
Yeah, they could.
I feel like it's too soon for them to get up in there, but
or they could be there to help them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Teach them everything.
Yeah.
I do believe Braun Breaker will come away as the winner. Also, like I said, if he don't, I'm gonna be looking for Scott Steiner. Boy, I'll be looking for Scott. I love Scott. That's my guy, man. I love Scott. All right. So over to AEW. And AEW is having all out, man. We got wrestling on top of wrestling on top of wrestling. You get wrestling, you get wrestling, you everybody gets wrestling.
You get a match. You get a match. You get a match. Ricky Starks, powerhouse. You get a match.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody. There's so much wrestling, nobody should be in catering.
Except for Keith Lee. Except for Keith Lee.
Oh, damn.
He's gonna be in there. He's gonna
Oh,
be in there.
damn.
Maybe not.
He's gonna be teaching. He's gonna be teaching. What's the girl name? Nyla Rose how to Douglas. Teach me 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 how to Douglas.
Oh, that's funny.
That's gonna be Keith Lee. Everybody loves me. Everybody loves me.
That's funny.
Oh man. All right. AEW. J Will, what you got for our predictions, man? What's going on over there in the land of Khan? Gotta say that shit like Captain Kirk. Khan.
You're so cheesy, bro.
So, question before I start talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
Is this Jay Lethal's first pay-per-view since he's come back to the company? Since he came to the company?
That's a good question. I feel like the answer is
Since he
no,
bought
but maybe
since
yeah.
he bought Ring of Honor?
Uh-huh.
I believe so.
Okay. Cool.
He said cool.
All right. AEW interim championship, women's interim championship.
Mm-hmm. What's going? You know what?
Nah, I'm thinking about our boy Colin, because Colin said Ruby Soho was in a better place, and I'm like, why ain't she in this match?
That statement did not age well at all.
No. Britt Baker. I think Britt Baker got that one. Jade is winning again. She's retaining.
Mm-hmm.
Keith Lee and Strickland versus the Acclaimed. I have low expectations for Tony Khan, so I think the Acclaimed are going to win. Jungle Boy and Christian Cage. That's going to be a good match, actually. But I got Christian on that one.
Jungle Boy better whoop his ass for all that shit he talked about his family and man going at his mama. Man, he better beat the shit out of Christian.
Bryan Danielson and Chris Jericho. I'm asking, why do I need to watch this match? I seriously am, but I just have a feeling Chris Jericho is going to win. I just have that feeling.
Think so?
Yeah. Wardlow and FTR versus Jay Lethal and Motor City. Wardlow and FTR wins. Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs. Let's go, Ricky.
Okay.
That's the only matches I got. That's the only thing because we don't have the finals for the Trios Championship yet, right? We don't know who's the final teams yet, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we got the Moxley and CM Punk one. That's going. As we saw, and then
did I really need to go over my prediction for that? We know who's going to win. We know who's going to win that one.
Yeah, we just, like I said, it's not going to be a split crowd.
We don't know. We don't know.
I mean, y'all just said the TK. You just said dealing with TK. Their claim gonna beat Keith Lee and Swerve. So
yeah, but we don't know. He could have an actual injury again and squash in 3 minutes.
Whoever thinks that Moxie's going to win, I will cash app you $1 as soon as it's over to let you know that you were right. If you think that Moxie's going to win in Chicago, I will, and he actually does, I will cash app you that $1.
Now, is there a fee for $1 if you like that If you cash out a
The
dollar,
transaction.
yeah, I want that whole dollar. I
if you
don't
do-
want them taking a quarter of
You
my
gonna have to
dollar.
send it
If
to,
you
I don't
do
want
the
it to Cash
immediate
App. I want it to
transfer,
Venmo.
if you
Get
do
that
the
through Venmo
immediate
or
transfer,
Zelle.
yes, they're going to charge you.
Let me get that through Venmo or Zelle
I be
instead.
hating
So.
that, man. You get $20, then you gonna get it, and they only give you 19.75 or some shit. I need the
18,
whole
19.
dub, man. The fuck.
Right. 1827. That's what you get.
That's that bullshit. All right, so then you got, is this going on? Sting, Darby Allin, Sting, and Miro versus Malachi Black, Brody King, and Buddy Matthews. Is that still going on?
Why is Sting still wrestling?
Because he's Sting.
I don't care about that match.
But you will watch it.
I'm gonna watch it, but
okay. All right. Quabo. Jay just like, that's what I'm going to go to, because Jay's like, yeah, TK's going to hurt my head.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not 8 hours long, because the last AEW pay-per-views were long as shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like, golly. I had to take a nap.
All out scheduled for 5 hours right now.
Hey.
Yeah.
Look, listen.
Got a lot of wrestling.
Listen. If we could do 2 days of WrestleMania streaming, what we did, like 28, 30 some hours, we can do this.
But that was WrestleMania.
Hey,
WrestleMania.
Tap into that WrestleMania mind frame, baby. Tap into that WrestleMania energy. All right. What's your predictions for AEW All Out, Quabo?
Darby's got to take the win on that one. If not, it's like, why do they even put him on TV? I would love to see Jay Lethal and the Motor City Machine Guns take that win, but it's FTR, bro. FTR. I don't want to see them lose to nobody.
They already lost their spot in the game, so yeah, let them win.
I know, right? Oh, oh shit!
No, we love FTR though.
We love you, FTR.
We love FTR.
Get better soon. I don't know what we say in this.
Better luck next year,
right? Ricky
They're going to get on the
Starks,
game though.
Powerhouse Hobbs. I feel like Powerhouse will take that win. And like Jay Will said, I feel like it's TK. So the Acclaim, I feel like y'all might take that win, guys. To my better judgment, I mean, I would love to see Swerve in Our Glory win, but I feel like the Acclaim is going to take that one. Jade is not losing that belt, never. Not never.
Never ever.
Athena, thank you for going up against her at the pay-per-view, knowing damn well you're not gonna win that belt. But yeah, she ain't losing that belt. Not never. Christian Cage, Jungle Boy. Jungle Boy, you better give him an ass whooping. An ass whooping. You better win, bro. You better win. Chris Jericho, Bryan Danielson, American Dragon. I feel like American Dragon's gonna take the win on this one. Chris Jericho does some decent work with a lot of superstars, a lot of wrestlers, and I don't feel like he would pull the card and tell TK, "Let me get this win." I feel like, I feel like they're gonna make it a very interesting match, and I feel like we're actually gonna be talking a lot about this match. And with the AEW Women's Championship, honestly, I would have leaned towards Britt before, but I feel like they're building it up for Toni Storm. I feel like they're building it up for Toni Storm. I don't like it, but I would have preferred Britt to take that belt. I don't think Hikaru Shida or Jamie Hayter is going to take that. It's good to have those women in the match though, because it will be entertaining. But I don't see them taking the belts. I think it's going to be either Toni or Britt. One of those two women are going to take it. And then, yeah, man. Honestly, I think Mox is going to take that belt. I don't know what's going to happen. I think we're probably going to end up seeing the same thing we saw on Dynamite, because we expected Punk to take it on Dynamite. And we saw how that happened. 3 minutes and done. So I think at this point, anything is possible.
Punk losing in Chicago in 3 minutes? Oh God!
Tony said he's gonna give us something we've never seen before. That is something we never seen before.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, true that. All right, so we also got some other potential matches for the pay-per-view order pre-show.
The pre-show drink.
So we got the AEW All Atlantic Championship Pac versus Kip Saban, FTW Championship Hook versus Daddy Magic or Cool Hand.
Or nobody want to
I don't like Ned, one of them names. Eddie Kingston versus Sammy. That might be a joke
that.
to tune in for
That's
right
one
there,
worth watching.
boy.
Yes.
And Ring of Honor title defenses: Claudio, Samoa Joe, Willa Usar,
Oh,
Mercedes Martinez. That
that's
might
gonna be
be.
worth watching. Yeah.
Yeah, so those two right there caught my attention right there because Eddie and Sammy might. Hey, that might be another Riddle and Seth right
Yeah, I
there.
was just thinking that
Yeah.
too. I was
You
just
know what I
thinking
mean?
that too. Woo.
So yeah. All right, cool.
I'm looking forward to that Pac match too. That
Yeah.
Pac,
Pac
I,
does put out good matches.
maybe
Yeah.
it's just me. Don't get me wrong. Maybe it's just me. But I do feel like championship matches shouldn't be on pre-shows. I could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I like
Uh,
I it's kind of like it's already bad. Like with Pac, I've been watching. I watched Dark and stuff. The only matches I've seen him defending his title.
I like how you say that like you're in an AA meeting. Like you I watch Dark and stuff. Like
Like we've only seen this title defended on Elevation and Dark. Like, can we like it? Does this title just mean nothing? It's not worth TV time if you're only going to subject him to YouTube. Because for real, yeah, you people who ordered it can watch the pre-show on TV, but like the pre-show is also on YouTube. So like, shouldn't I think a title match? If you want to make sure the title actually has some validity and people care about it, wouldn't you want to put them on TV too?
no, that don't make sense in Tony Khan's realm.
Nah, but the FTR
That's
belt,
too logical.
he don't care about that
That's
belt.
too
Well,
logical.
the AEW All Atlantic,
The,
yeah, I feel you.
All
I feel you.
Atlantic, the
Yeah, the
All
All Atlantic,
Atlantic
yeah,
Championship
yeah,
belt.
that should be on it. You're right, right. Sure, why not put the Ring of Honor title defenses on it? You bought Ring of
Because they
Honor.
don't care.
You
They
ain't
don't.
done anything
I
with them.
mean,
Try to build them up.
they could have put Ricky Starks and Powerhouse Hobbs on and put that belt up there. They really could have. Hell, they could have put Christian Cage and Jungle Boy on the pre-show. Come on now.
That's what else they could have put on there.
So like, we also
Darby.
have what is it? The Casino Ladder match.
Casino ladder match.
For a later AEW Championship title. Couldn't that be a TV like a weekly show match? That could have been a weekly show match.
Yeah.
Yep.
I get the trios match. That makes perfect sense. It makes sense for Jade. It makes sense for the tag titles. But I'm no genius. But I feel like it's disrespect to the title belt and the person who has the title when the title's not is put on the pre-show. It's not like what year was that? We had one year where we had a pre-show match where the Usos had a tag match or somebody else had a belt, but that was because the rest of the card had tag matches except maybe one match, but it had huge names attached to that match. So like it made perfect sense to have then a pre-show have a title match, but now you got a title match where you could have made room for it for the pay-per-view. Now, the only thing I'll give it is because the matches that Pac has had weren't in the United States. Like if this match was pre-recorded and then it's aired, you know what I'm saying? Like if it's aired because it was pre-recorded in another country because they've been doing those matches that way, that makes perfect sense then. That makes logical sense to me. But like, we'll see when it airs.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so for those times, everything's like, with the exception of Clash the Castle, like I said, Clash the Castle, September 3rd at 1 p.m. on Peacock, and then you have NXT World Collide September 4th at 4 p.m., and then you have AEW All Out September 4th at 8 p.m. So yeah, Sunday's going to be a big day.
Pre-show starts at 7
for AEW. You already know that. Yeah, pre-show
Right.
starts for Clash the Castle at noon.
That train going to end at 1 a.m.
What's the All Out?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you, bro.
Golly.
Look, that's I'm glad that's the last one because Worlds Collide coming at 4 p.m. That gonna be done. You know what I'm saying? Way before AEW come on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So yeah. Okay, cool deal. Um, anything you fellas want to discuss right quick before we wrap this thing up?
I did recently see something about I didn't throw it in earlier, but like they were saying something about Kurt Angle saying that he will be willing to come back and do a final match. Um I mean, everyone deserves it. Everybody can get a final match and it'll be cool. I mean, give him a final send off.
Yeah,
But
the one he deserved versus that bullshit he did with Baron Corbin.
right. It would be good to see him get a proper send off, but he also said it has to make sense for it to, there's no point in dumb booking. It has to make sense.
Right.
So
True that. Cool deal. Quavo?
Well, no, I think we got a lot of wrestling in front of us. Next week is gonna be it's gonna be very interesting, but man, I am so
Fully
pumped
loaded.
for Riddle versus Rollins.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week's show already.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Already. And I hope you, ladies and gentlemen, are looking forward to it as well. Jay Will, tell the people where they can find you at.
you can find me on Instagram at _Pharaoh_Will with 1L_. And you can find me on Twitter at 4CB_JWill. Or it might be reversed, JWill_4CB for the 4 Corner Boys.
Yeah.
Quavo, tell the people where they can find you at, brother.
Mine is a little easier. Jose Quavo 8. It's on all platforms, guys. And if you find one that looks like it could be mine, it might be. Just follow it anyways.
Oh, lordy.
Oh, and J Quavo 8 on Twitter.
There you go. Don't forget to follow Hollywood. What is it? 613 Faye Productions. What is that at Twitter? I think that is on Twitter, on Facebook.
I got the IG one.
I ain't gonna give his government out on Facebook
304.
because my man just got
Turner
out. You know what
304.
I'm saying? We ain't trying to have him locked up out from doing the bid. So welcome out. You know what I'm saying? Give it up for Hollywood. He's out. You know what I mean? Stay out. You know what I mean? We love you. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have that handle for y'all next week.
That better can't keep you down. Better can't keep you down.
Right. What name? Tom. What's a man name over there? Facebook. What's his name?
Mark.
Mark.
Sucker.
Yeah, Mark can't
Sucker.
hold Hollywood down. Mike can't hold Hollywood down, baby. You know what I mean? I'm your host, Soul Man. You can catch me at Soulboy1521 for Twitter, Marshall Simmons on Facebook, and on Instagram, Soul Man Simmons. And as we like to say here at In the Four Corners of Wrestling, leave this shit to the professionals. Don't try it at home. And we out.